Let's dive into tonight's crucial WNBA showdown between the Golden State Valkyries and the Washington Mystics. Tip-off is set for 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Prime Video, and this is no ordinary game. These two teams are neck and neck in the playoff standings, with Washington sitting at 13-13 and Golden State just behind at 12-13. This isn't just another regular season contest, it's a battle with serious postseason implications. A win here could swing the playoff momentum dramatically, and both teams know it. Let's break down every angle, team dynamics, betting insights, props, and the best way to profit on this matchup. The Mystics currently hold a razor-thin half-game advantage for the 8th seed in the playoff race. Golden State, just half a game behind, has the chance to leapfrog them tonight. That alone raises the stakes sky high. A win by Washington would push them over the .500 mark and give them a critical advantage in the head-to-head tiebreak. For the Valkyries, it's an opportunity to prove they belong in the postseason conversation, even in their inaugural year. This game will be intense, tactical, and likely come down to the final possessions. Golden State has navigated its expansion season with flashes of brilliance and long stretches of inconsistency. Losing all-star forward Kayla Thornton for the season was a massive blow to their interior strength. Her scoring, rebounding, and leadership are irreplaceable. Making matters worse, Monique Billings is questionable for this game with an ankle injury. Without both, Golden State has turned to a more guard-heavy, flexible lineup. Players like Janelle Saloun, Cecilia Zandalasini, and Ileana Rupert have been forced into larger roles, and while they've held their own, the lack of size down low is a growing concern. The Valkyries enter tonight's contest riding high off a narrow 77-75 road victory over the Atlanta Dream. In that win, Zandalasini dropped 18 points and showed why she's such a dangerous offensive weapon when given the green light. However, despite the momentum, the Valkyries are just 4-9 on the road this season. Their offensive profile is clear. They shoot a high volume of threes but rank near the bottom in both field goal percentage and three-point accuracy. Defensively, they're better than their record suggests. They rebound well as a team and have shown the ability to slow opposing scorers, but lapses in execution have cost them in several close games. Washington, meanwhile, comes into this matchup off a statement win. They dismantled the Chicago Sky 103-86 just 2 nights ago, led by a season-high 28 points from rookie Sonia Citron and a 22-point performance from Kiki Iriafen. The Mystics shot 51% from the field, knocked down 10 triples, and dominated the boards. They were sharp, focused, and physical, a team that looked every bit like a playoff threat. This game is their chance to build on that momentum, especially with 4 of their next 6 games coming on the road. Injury-wise, Washington has its own concerns. Georgia Amoore is out for the season with an ACL injury. Sika Kone is also sidelined, and Aaliyah Edwards is listed as day-to-day with a nagging wrist injury. Sug Sutton remains questionable for this contest as well. Despite these setbacks, the Mystics are 9-5 at home and have one of the most disciplined defensive units in the league. They rank first in the WNBA in opponent three-point field goal percentage, making them an ideal matchup to counter Golden State's long-range attack. They also force turnovers and generate points in transition, 2 things Golden State struggles to defend. Let's zoom in on the tactical matchup. This game may very well be decided at the three-point line. Golden State shoots a ton of threes, 3rd most in the league, but Washington shuts down opponents from deep better than anyone. If the Valkyries don't shoot at least 35% from beyond the arc, their offense could stagnate. The second major factor is the pace of play and physicality inside. Without Thornton, Golden State has leaned heavily on smaller lineups that emphasize spacing over post play. Washington, on the other hand, will look to dominate the paint and use their rebounding edge to control possessions. Points off turnovers will be key, Washington averages 16 points per game off opponent giveaways, and Golden State ranks among the league's worst at protecting the ball. Fatigue may be a factor. The Mystics are playing their 4th game in 6 nights, and while their depth has allowed them to weather that storm so far, it's worth monitoring in the second half. If Citron, Iriafen, and Cloud log heavy minutes again, Golden State may try to push the pace late and steal points in transition. Now let's shift to the betting angles. The line has bounced between Mystics -2.5 and -3.0 depending on the book. This spread feels fair considering the home court advantage and Washington's superior defense. Golden State's road struggles and injury concerns only tilt the scale further. Most sharps and public bettors alike are backing the Mystics to cover, and that looks like the right side here. Washington's ability to disrupt three-point shooting, force turnovers, and control the tempo gives them the edge in both efficiency and matchups. The total has hovered around 156.5 to 157.5. There's a clear lean toward the under. Both teams rank in the bottom half of the league in pace and offensive efficiency. Their last head-to-head was a grind-it-out affair that ended 76-74. Expect another defensive struggle, if Golden State goes cold from deep, and if the Mystics can force them into late clock situations, this game could finish comfortably under the posted total. Many analysts are projecting a combined score in the 148 to 152 range. Let's talk player props. One of our favorite angles tonight is Janelle Saloun over 11.5 points. With Billings questionable and the offense leaning toward guards and wings, Saloun's usage rate should spike. She's coming off a 16-point game and looks more comfortable with each start. Her perimeter shooting and ability to draw fouls make this number extremely reachable. We also like Kiki Iriafen under 8.5 rebounds. While she's capable of dominating the glass, Washington tends to rebound by committee, and the Valkyries have actually been a sneaky good rebounding team despite their size issues. If you're looking for a same-game parlay, here's a value-packed combination. Washington Mystics moneyline, under 156.5 total points, and Janelle Saloun over 11.5 points. This correlates well with how we expect the game to flow. Mystics win a low-scoring battle while Golden State leans on Saloun for offensive production. That three-leg parlay should pay out at solid plus money odds across most sportsbooks. Narrative-wise, this game is all about survival. Washington is fighting to prove that their season isn't defined by injuries. Golden State is trying to stay alive in a playoff race that no one expected them to be in. Expect a tight game early, with Washington pulling away late thanks to superior discipline, perimeter defense, and rebounding. If you're placing action tonight, the smart move is backing the home team and betting against offensive fireworks. Ride the under, fade Golden State's three-point barrage, and trust Washington to do just enough to secure the win. That wraps up our full breakdown for tonight's game. The Valkyries are on the brink. The Mystics are surging. We're siding with the experience, the defense, and the home crowd. Washington takes care of business, covers the spread, and holds Golden State under 75 points. Lock in your bets, track those props, and let's stack some wins. If you like this breakdown, make sure to hit that subscribe button, drop your favorite pick in the comments, and join us again tomorrow for more WNBA action, right here on Beyond the Box Score.